Hey guys, welcome back to another great game of CEDH. Starting us off is Mike on Heliod, Sun-Crowned. This is a mono-white stacked combo list, aiming for a slow game and ending with a walking ballista kill. His opening hand is a Plains, High Market, War Room, Jeweled Lotus, Walking Ballista, Archivist of Ogma, and a Soul Partition. Next up is Griffin, who's playing Thrasios Bruse. This is a Dawnwalker variant, looking for several different infinite mana combos, or to use Seedborn and Thrasios to grind advantage. His opening hand has a Temple Garden, Windswept Heath, Birds of Paradise, an Offer You Can't Refuse, Spell Snare, Fierce Guardianship, and a Minsc and Boo. In the third spot is Noah on Inalla. You honestly need to be a wizard to pilot this list. It's an intricate Grixis combo list aiming for Spellseeker loops. His opening hand is a Blood Crypt, Ancient Tomb, Mana Crypt, Pact of Negation, Flusterstorm, Imperial Seal, and a Mnemonic Betrayal. And bringing up the rear is Hidden on Atraxa. This is a 4-color good stuff list, aiming to loop Atraxa with Food Chain, or just blink a few times to refill on card advantage. His opening hand was a Mana Confluence, Lotus Petal, Esper Sentinel, Birds of Paradise, Dark Ritual, Swords to Plowshares, and a Culling Ritual. Hey, I wanted to pop in real quick to mention I'll be at Kineticon this upcoming week. And not only as an attendee, but I'll also be selling some sweet MTG merch that Sunday. And it'll be the first time I actually have extended sizes, going all the way up to 5X. Although fear not for those that can't attend the event, once it's over, I will update the website to now stock the larger sizes, as I've heard from quite a few people that they wanted to see a more inclusive side range. But without further ado, I guess I gotta get on to the gameplay now. Griffin starts off the game with a Windswept Heath for a tropical island, although he shortcuts as he casts a Birds of Paradise. Noah shocks in a Blood Crypt and casts a Mana Crypt, ending his turn Imperial Sealing. Hidden plays a Command Tower and for 1 casts an Esper Sentinel. He then follows it up with a Lotus Petal, cracking it for a Birds of his own. Mike plays a Plains and casts a Jeweled Lotus. He gives a card to Hidden and then taps out to cast his commander Heliod. Griffin shocks in a Temple Garden and Thrasios and Pasioses. Noah plays an Ancient Tomb and takes 3 from his crypt, surprisingly just passing there. Hidden has a Mana Confluence and casts a Mana Crypt of his own, also just passing. Mike plays out a High Market and Sorcery speeds out an Archivist of Ogma, although unfortunately Noah does have a response, as he Wizard cycles a Step Through to find a Spellseeker to hand. Griffin untaps, draws, and decides to just hold up mana as he passes the turn. Noah is safe from his crypt and is unfortunately missing out on blue mana as he passes as well. Hidden is safe from his crypt and plays out a Flooded Strand as land, ending his turn with combat as he smacks Noah for 1 with his Sentinel. Mike plays out a Plains and seems to be following the pack as he passes the turn there. Griffin draws and doesn't want to discard due to hand size, as he casts a Baron Master Wizard. Noah is safe from his crypt and passes, with Hidden at his end step cracking his fetch for Tundra, with Mike gaining 1 and drawing off his Archivist. Hidden untaps and takes 3 from his crypt. He's really worried about tapping out, and once again pings Noah with the Esper Sentinel, with Mike at his end step flashing in a Liberator, Urza's Battlethopter. Mike has another Plains and heads to combat, sending 3 at Noah, and with the Thopter giving him some flash, passes there. Griffin untaps, and the table do a quick dockside count. There's only 5 treasures, which luckily doesn't go infinite with Baron. But speak of the devil and he shall appear, as Griffin casts the Goblin. The creature resolves with Griffin making 5 treasure off ETB, cracking 1 of it as he casts a Neoform. He then sacks the Baron and doesn't pay the 1 off the Esper. Hidden draws, and in response to the tutor, Hidden casts a Swords on the dockside. Griffin then responds with an Offer You Can't Refuse, to which Hidden casts a Veil of Summer. Unfortunately, Griffin is stacked when it comes to interaction, as he free casts a Fierce Guardianship. And with that, the stack resolves, with Griffin searching his deck for a 4-drop. He grabs out an Emil, and with the Archivist trigger on the stack, activates Emil to try and flicker Dockside. But with this trigger, Noah responds with a Slaughter Pact. He pays for Esper, and the pact is good. Dockside is down, the flicker fizzles, and Mike then draws off his Archivist. Noah untaps, pays for his pact, and is safe from his crypt. He then draws his card for turn and hands the turn over after that. Hidden takes 3 from his crypt, and then for 1 casts a Dark Ritual. He makes 3 black and taps 4 for his commander Atraxa. And here's where Mike takes a gamble, as he flashes in a Walking Ballista, where X equals 2. He's really hoping there aren't any more counterspells left. And his luck ended up paying off, as Hidden doesn't have anything. Hidden then reveals the top 10, and gets a Demonic Tutor, Underground Sea, Teferi, Swansong, and ends up picking a Displacer Kitten as his creature. He then plays out his Underground Sea as land, and he knows there's not going to be another turn for him, if he doesn't find an answer to the Ballista, as he casts his Demonic Tutor. But unfortunately for Hidden, this list isn't running any free kill spells, as the table scoops it up to Mike. Game review. Sorry for the shorter game, things have been a little hectic. But man, that game really showed that risks are indeed what they say, risk. Noah kept one hell of a risky hand, and honestly, probably should have just Imperial Sealed for blue land, as he ended the game with a handful of blue cards and not much else. Whereas Griffin's big risk really was going all out with a lot of untapped mana. Although to be fair, with his hand full of counterspells, I would have done the same. We all saw Meg's Gambit, as he let everyone know the Ballista was happening, but luckily for him, he got away with it. And I think what ended up stopping me was not being risky enough with my last turn. I really should have Culling Ritual as a ritual, and I got too greedy wanting to save it for even more. Just knocking both Griffin and Noah off mana probably would have been a strong enough play. Thanks to everyone that joined for the game, and before everyone leaves, I want to thank our special Patreon members, Slyfox, Tango Down, and Holy Septic for the support of the channel, along with all of our other Patreon supporters as well. And remember, never give up, even if you're dead on board. I'll see you guys later.